The icy corners of our planet have held secrets for thousands, even millions of years, preserving incredible mysteries frozen in time. Imagine walking through icy plains and suddenly spotting a frozen body from 39,000 years ago, or stumbling upon pyramids where you'd least expect. Yes, right in the icy expanse of Antarctica. What about discovering a trio of mummified children from centuries past? Or mysterious alien-like eggs encased in a frozen lake?
What do you think, Jordan?
I don't know.
The mysteries don't stop at these chilling sights. They're just the beginning. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Forever Green. Today we'll show you 15 mysterious things found trapped in ice. And stick around until the end, because we'll show you something from Mars found in the cold reaches of Antarctica. So, get ready, click subscribe, and let's jump right in. 15. The Children of the Inca. Now travel with me to 1999, to the peak of Mount Llullaillaco, straddling the border between Argentina and Chile. Here, archaeologists made a discovery as chilling as the ice that encased it. They uncovered an ancient icy tomb containing something truly horrifying, the evidence of human sacrifices. This was not the resting place of royalty or warriors, but of 3 Incan children, left to die in the freezing cold. The sacrifice took place about 500 years ago, involving 2 6-year-old children, a boy and a girl, and a teenage girl known as La Doncella, or the Maiden. In the months leading up to their tragic end, their diet was altered significantly to include coca leaves and chica, a type of corn beer. As their final days approached, the quantity of these substances increased dramatically, likely keeping the children in a dazed, sedated state until their deaths. These children, preserved by the ice, became some of the best preserved mummies ever found, offering a chilling yet invaluable look into the Incan practice of child sacrifice. 14. Otzi the Iceman. Now let's go back to a chilly day in 1991 when 2 German hikers were walking through the Ötztal Alps on the border between Italy and Austria. They stumbled upon something incredible, the frozen body of a man who lived over 5,300 years ago during the Copper Age. The ice mummy, now known as Otzi the Iceman, wasn't just an ancient traveler. He met a violent end, struck down by an arrow leading to his death from blood loss. Otzi's body was preserved by the ice with extraordinary detail. Along with his body, his clothes, tools, and weapons were also found, frozen in time. Among these items was a striking copper axe made from 99.7% pure copper, a treasure in his time and a rare find today. Over decades, scientists have meticulously studied Otzi, piecing together his last moments and gaining insights into the life of people in the Copper Age. Each study reveals more about his health, diet, and even his possible origins and travel, making Otzi an invaluable relic of prehistoric human life. 13. Yucca the Mammoth. Imagine walking through the icy plains of Siberia and suddenly spotting the frozen, mummified body of a woolly mammoth. That's exactly what happened in 2010 near Yucca, a remote village by the Laptev Sea. The local people discovered Yucca, a woolly mammoth that had been dead for about 39,000 years. Despite being only 6 to 8 years old at the time of its death, Yucca weighed a massive 5 tons. Today, Yucca is displayed in Moscow, and it's a sight that's both fascinating and a bit eerie. You can see its face clearly and the light brown hair that still clings to its skin, giving us a rare, almost lifelike look at the creatures from the distant past. The preservation is so remarkable that Yucca is considered the best preserved mammoth in the world, offering scientists and visitors alike a haunting glimpse into our planet's Ice Age history. 12. 3 members of the Franklin Expedition. The tragic story of the Franklin Expedition is well known, made famous by Dan Simon's novel The Terror and its eerie television adaptation. In 1845, this British voyage of exploration ended in disaster when the crew was lost to the Arctic cold. 3 of its members, John Torrington, William Brainey, and John Hartnell, met their early demise not long after setting sail. They were buried on Beach of Island in Nunavut, their bodies entombed in the permafrost until their exposure in 1984. The sight that greeted the anthropologists was haunting. The men's bodies were remarkably well preserved, with contorted faces and eyes eerily frozen open, their skin marked by severe frostbite. These visual details provide a grim window into the last moments of their lives, capturing the stark and fatal conditions they endured. The state of these bodies offers invaluable insight into the harsh realities faced during one of maritime history's most infamous expeditions. 11. Woolly rhino. Imagine stumbling upon a creature from the late Pleistocene era, perfectly preserved in the permafrost of northeastern Russia. This was the reality for scientists in the Abyskaya region of Yucatán, where they found a woolly rhino, a young creature that lived between 20,000 and 50,000 years ago. The rhino discovery was extraordinary, with most of its internal organs intact, a rarity that provided an invaluable peek into the past. Valery Plotnikov, a researcher at the Russian Academy of Sciences, shared that this young rhino, only 3 to 4 years old at the time of its death, likely drowned. Yet its body was so well preserved that even sensitive tissues like the intestines and part of its genitals were still visible, alongside its small nasal horn. This horn, usually quick to decompose, not only survived but showed signs of wear, indicating that the rhino was actively using it, perhaps to forage for food. 10. Two mummies. In the cold ground near Sakhalhard, Russia, a place called Zeleny Yar, archaeologists made a haunting discovery in 2017. They unearthed two mummies, a grown woman and a baby, tucked into the earth about 900 years ago. What sets these mummies apart isn't just their age, but the fact that they belong to a mysterious medieval culture that we know very little about. What's particularly intriguing is that the woman is the only female found in this burial site, which hints that she might have been someone very important in her community. But there's a creepy detail that makes this even more fascinating. Only her head was preserved. You can still see her hair and eyelashes, as her face has a strange green tint, the result of copper she was buried with. This metal, often used in ancient rituals, might have been meant to preserve her or signify her high status, leaving us with more questions than answers about her life and her people. 9. Mummified pup. In the vast icy wilderness of Siberia, near the Incan River, locals made an extraordinary discovery in the summer of 2018. They found Dogor, an 18,000-year-old mummified pup, his name aptly meaning friend in the Yakut language. The prehistoric pup is stirring quite the mystery among scientists. Why? Because when they examined his DNA, the results were inconclusive. He wasn't quite a dog, nor was he a wolf. This leaves the exciting possibility that Dogor could be from a common ancestor of both. The preservation of this young pup, believed to be only 2 months old at his time of death, is remarkable. His head, nose, whiskers, eyelashes, and mouth are all incredibly well kept, frozen in time. The detail is so fine that you can even see his tiny milk teeth. Although the cause of his premature death remains unknown, the state of his preservation offered a unique opportunity for scientific study. 8. Antarctic scale worm. Deep beneath the icy surface of Antarctica, an American expedition made a discovery that sounds like something out of a horror movie. At a depth of 675 meters, they found a creature unlike anything seen before. A scale worm measuring 20 centimeters long with a retractable jaw and 2 centimeters. This chilling find raises more questions than answers. Scientists are now trying to piece together where this creature fits in the tree of life. They're curious about its origins, how it survives and feeds in such extreme conditions, and what role it plays in the Antarctic ecosystem. This discovery underscores the vast mysteries that Antarctica still holds. It begs the question, are some secrets better left beneath the ice? Talking about mysterious things, you can also check out our video on 40 mysterious animals that have rarely been seen. 7. A Martian meteorite. In the cold reaches of Antarctica, a group of scientists, part of the Antarctic Search for Meteorites program, made a groundbreaking discovery on December 27, 1984. They found a small 4-pound rock that was not just any rock. It was a meteorite from Mars, later named Allen Hills 84001. Estimated to have formed from molten rock more than 4 billion years ago, this meteorite holds secrets of the solar system's early days. The real buzz came in 1996 when scientists studying the meteorite announced they had found what appeared to be fossils of microscopic bacteria within the rock. This finding led to sensational headlines suggesting there had once been life on Mars. However, this claim sparked a massive debate and was met with doubt in the scientific community. Further analysis showed a lack of conclusive evidence to support the life claim, cooling the initial excitement but leaving a lingering sense of mystery. 6. Elongated skulls. Deep in the icy expanse of Antarctica, a discovery shook the very foundation of what we know about ancient human travels and interactions. In the isolated Lapa region, archaeologists uncovered 3 elongated skulls, making the first ever human remains found on the desolate continent. These weren't ordinary skulls. Their elongated shapes resembled those previously found in distant lands like Peru and Egypt. This finding was a bombshell because it suggested that the icy, uninhabited wastelands of Antarctica might have once seen visitors from far-off civilizations. These implications are profound. These ancient peoples from Africa and South America could have been in contact, traversing the globe and exchanging ideas long before historians ever imagined. The mystery deepens as we ponder how these travelers reached such a remote and harsh environment and why their presence was lost to history until now. If you like this video so far, leave a like, and you can also check out history's 14 biggest unsolved mysteries on our channel, Forever Green. 5. Alien eggs on Utah Lake. In 2013, a casual stroll on a frozen Utah lake turned into a scene straight from a sci-fi film for Jason Nilsson and his friend. They noticed unusual circular patterns on the ice, marked by hundreds of smaller holes. A bizarre and eerie sight that piqued their curiosity. As they examined the strange markings, they spotted what looked like small, squishy blobs seeping through the ice. These blobs, resembling the cliché depiction of alien eggs, captivated and unnerved the pair. The formation sparked a flurry of speculation and intrigue. Were these truly remnants of extraterrestrial visitors, or just a particular natural phenomenon? This unexplained discovery leaves us wondering about the incredible and possibly otherworldly mysteries lurking in the most ordinary places. 4. The Pyramids of Antarctica. In the vast, icy expanse of Antarctica, there lies a mystery that has sparked the curiosity of many. Pyramids. Yeah, you heard that right. Pyramids in Antarctica. These structures came into the spotlight in June 2013 when images suggesting the presence of man-made pyramids surfaced online. Viewable via Google Maps, these formations look strikingly similar to the famous pyramids found in Egypt and other parts of the world. Some researchers suggest that this could be evidence of proto-civilization that once thrived in the now frozen wasteland. Others argue they may just be natural formations known as nunataks, which are mountain peaks that appear pyramid-like and poke through the glacier ice. The debate has led to calls for special expeditions to delve deeper and explore these mysterious structures. What could these Antarctic pyramids be? Natural wonders or remnants of a forgotten civilization? 3. Fish frozen in wall of ice. Imagine a wall of ice 4 feet thick, not just made of frozen water, but also teeming with fish, frozen in place as if it stopped in time. This eerie and fascinating sight was what photographer Kelly Prehistoric captured at South Dakota's Lake Andes National Wildlife Refuge in March 2015. The image shows various fish suspended in ice pointing in all directions. The backstory to this surreal scene is both simple and tragic. A drought had caused the lake's water levels to drop drastically, depleting the oxygen levels in the water. The environmental change resulted in the fish suffocating and eventually being encased in ice as the temperatures dropped. This striking image, which garnered significant attention online, serves as a chilling reminder of nature's power and the delicate balance needed for life to thrive. 2. Ancient bacteria. In the remote icy lands of Alaska's Arctic permafrost, a team of scientists made a discovery as chilling as the frost itself in 2005. They unearthed ancient bacteria that had been frozen for around 32,000 years. But the real shock came when they melted these microscopic time capsules. The bacteria, which had been dormant for millennia, sprang to life, beginning to swim as soon as the ice melted. Named Cartobacterium pleistocenium, these bacteria are known as extremophiles, organisms that thrive in conditions fatal to most other forms of life. Astrobiologist Richard Hoover was astounded by the revival, noting that these were the first fully described, validated species ever found alive in such ancient ice. The idea that life can resume after such a long suspension in a frozen state is both exciting and somewhat unsettling. It opens up possibilities for the resilience and tenacity of life forms in extreme conditions, perhaps even on other planets. Number 1. Ancient forest. Beneath the melting expanse of Alaska's Mendenhall Glacier, a stunning discovery was made, a forest that had been hidden beneath the ice for at least 1,000 years. As the glacier retreats, it reveals not just ice, but ancient logs and stumps, some still standing upright with roots and bark intact. This old forest, covering a 37 square mile area, is slowly being exposed after being buried in a gravel deposit which helped preserve it from encroaching ice. Scientists at the University of Alaska Southeast have been monitoring this site closely, especially since more tree remnants have begun to surface over the past year. This peek into the past provides a fascinating glimpse at what the area might have looked like before it was enveloped by ice. The preservation of the forest is so profound that it offers a real-time window into the ecosystem and climate of 1,000 years ago, stirring excitement and wonder among researchers and nature enthusiasts alike. And there you have it, 15 of the most mysterious and intriguing finds from the icy depth on our planet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating adventures from Forever Green.